Well, as of today, we're still number one obese nation in the world. And our obesity rate doubled between 1980 and 2000. It went up from 15% in 1980. And before 1980, it was never above 12%. It was kind of like 6%, 8%, 10%, 8%, 10%, 12%. But in 1980, it went up to 15%. 2000, 20 years later, it doubled to 30.5%. And then as of 2012, it went up to something like 42%, went up another 30%. So what's going on here? Well, it tells you that the medical system and the government has no earthly idea what causes obesity. Why would it be number one nation in the world obesity if they knew what the cause was? So at any rate, they also say that 70% of our kids, American kids under the age of 12, are overweight, and 40% of our kids under the age of 12 are obese, 30 pounds or more over their ideal weight for their height. And I started actually treating obesity as a disease because it was my first clinic. I bought a clinic from a guy who's retiring. He was a DO who retired after 30 years of practice in a bariatric practice, a weight loss practice. And so I bought that practice back in 1978. And I had not even graduated school yet, but I was an advanced student. I was doing my residency, and I hired a couple of doctors to legally operate the clinic with me under their supervision, right? And I began to experiment back then in 1978. And I figured it out very quickly because when you look at the munchies behavior in human, which is a symptom, actually it's a symptom of nutritional deficiencies. And there's a similar process in animals called cribbing. And cribbing in animals is the munchies in people. Munchies in people is cribbing in animals. Cribbing is munchies. Munching is cribbing. So I said to myself, well, you get rid of cribbing in animals by giving them a mineral supplement, either trace mineral salt blocks or bone meal. Within 3 to 5 days, they stop chewing on the barn. They stop chewing on the fence. They stop eating dirt. And so I wonder if that would work in people. And I began experimenting with different individual minerals and groups of minerals. Of course, at the time, first ran into 1978, began to run into these trace minerals that we now use, fell in love with them by 1985, and have been using them ever since. Well, it turns out that obesity is not a disease of excess. Obesity is not from eating too much. It's certainly not from lack of exercise. In fact, in January of 2009, Loyola University School of Medicine in Chicago came out and said, exercise won't cure obesity. And 8 months later, in August of 2009, there was a front page, it was a cover article. Exercise may be good for you, but it won't make you lose weight. It shows a gal on a treadmill with a little dream of a cupcake, dancing before her eyes up there while she's running. Well, it turns out that being overweight and obese is a simple deficiency of minerals. I want you to get a hold of the book, Hell's Kitchen. There's 2 minerals. If you're deficient in those 2 minerals in a significant way, you'll be one of those 400, 600, 800-pound people. Okay? Now, any mineral in deficiency will give you the cravings, will give you the munchies. But these 2 minerals, if you're deficient in both of them, I mean in a significant way, like you're 80% deficient, you barely got enough in your diet, you are going to be one of those big people because you'll be eating in your sleep. You'll get up I get people who get up every 2 hours to eat. So what I want you to do is get a hold of that book, Hell's Kitchen. The subtitle is The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity. The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity. The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity. I'm the only one who can say that because I'm the only one who figured it out. We have people who lose 140 pounds in 100 days. We have people who lose 100 pounds in 90 days. We have people who lose 45 pounds in 30 days. This is not difficult. We do this 1,000 times a day. So I want you to contact your Youngevity associate, get the book, The Hell's Kitchen, ask for the 90 for Life, appropriate for body weight. It's 1 healthy start pack per 100 pounds of body weight. So if you weigh 300 pounds, you need to weigh 150 pounds. You're going to start out with 3 healthy start packs per month. Then you're going to get to what we call the Slender Effects Weight Management System, which has a meal replacer with only 110 calories per meal, no sugar in, so great for diabetics who need to lose weight. And it has, the usual suspects in there, the fiber and so on, things that accelerate weight loss. And then ASAP, as slim as possible, as soon as possible, take a dropper full of that under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. If you have to lose 50 pounds or less, 1 dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. 1 bottle will last you a month. If you need to lose 50 pounds to 100 pounds, you want 2 droppers full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. And you're going to lose anywhere from a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, depending on how good you are at portion control. And this is what the Slender FX Weight Management System as far as for portion control. So between the 90 essential nutrients and the 1 or 2 meals a day of our meal replacer with 110 calories, I like to throw in a couple of eggs so you get up to about 250 calories per meal, make it with water. And we have French vanilla or chocolate. You'll love it. Let me tell you, if you stay on the Healthy Start Pack, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight, so let's say you go from 300 pounds where you're taking 3 Healthy Start Packs per month, you get down to 150 pounds where you want to be, and so now you're on 1.5 Healthy Start Packs per month. You'll never gain the weight back because the cause of the weight gain initially was mineral deficiencies. You say, did I eat lunch today? I'm not even hungry. Did I eat lunch today? And that's the way it is. You don't have any cravings in between meals. And you will lose the weight and keep it off. That's the secret here. That's the magic. Not only do you lose the weight in a very healthful way because you're getting all the nutrients to support your body's functions, but also you never gain the weight back. That's the magic. You never gain the weight back. Contact your Youngevity associate today and win against being overweight and win against obesity. Nobody else has the answer.